Welcome to our special broadcast here on WICR. I'm Matt Ricker,
I'm Dave Horvath.
and this is a special night here on WICR. It's gonna be getting crazy. Oh, Dave, there's a little technical difficulty going on there. Yeah, I shut it off because that sound before was coming on. Ah, that's what it was. Oh, you have the magic touch.
Mike's too loud.
Okay,
Let me
cool.
hear now.
Okay, so now it's really getting down to the moment. Dave and I were analyzing everything before we hopped on the air, and you know, Clinton now has Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Illinois, Illinois. Yeah, Illinois.
Illinois, which is a hometown.
Yeah. New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, and D.C. So that's what she has so far. As for Trump, he has Oklahoma, Minnesota. I'm sorry. Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia. Now, we were talking about in some of the states, they're actually neck and neck in Florida right now. This is according to CNN. They're both 48.5%. They have an equal amount of votes.
Well, I refreshed that page too.
Yeah.
Just so you could
Yeah,
see.
we'll keep refreshing.
Just because a second ago it was at 45.5% per.
Still the same.
Same. It's still the same. What's the total? Just give me the vote itself.
No, yeah. So the popular vote is 3,983,244. That's Trump, and then Clinton is 3,983,216. So he's leading a little bit.
By how much? What is he at? He's at just read the last numbers. I get 3,900,000.
Oh, it just changed. Okay, so now he's winning by not a percentage point, a 0.1%.
So he's at 48.6.
Oh, now it just went back down to 48. Oh no, so it keeps changing. So Clinton is at 48.4. Trump is at 48.5.
So he's only up by about 8,000 votes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it really is. It really is neck and neck, people.
It is. It's crazy. It's going to be changing like this all night. So right now, Trump has 4,010,686 votes. That's the popular vote. And then Clinton has 4,002,615. So he's currently leading the popular vote right now. Let's see. Refresh. Also, people, if you're on CNN or any of the other sites like this, you gotta refresh. But right now, Trump is at 48 electoral votes and Clinton at 68. So she's leading by 20 votes. So, yeah, it's going to be very close. Now let's move to Georgia. Georgia has he's leading by a wide margin there. He has 70.7%, and that puts him at 195,065 votes, whereas Clinton has 27.4% of the vote. That puts her at 75,591 votes. So it's pretty tight now, but not in Georgia. That's a swing state, so he's going to win that. Florida just went up again. Now he has 48.6% of the vote, and she has 48.4%. So it's close. It's close. Let's see. Let's move to Arizona. Arizona, no data yet. Utah, no data. Nevada, no data. Iowa, nothing. Ohio, she's leading by, let's see, 6 points. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Ohio, it's really going to be a nail biter for Ohio. Um, she has 51.4% of the vote, bringing her at 800,086 thousand 886,277 votes, and Trump has 44.9%, bringing him at 773,923 votes. So that's going to be a close one as well. Michigan, Clinton is winning Michigan. She's at 51% of the vote. Trump has 43.9% of the vote.
I guess what's the sorry, I gotta use how many? It's only at 4% though. So here, go over to the Real Clear Politics site that we have.
Yeah.
That one. Let me refresh that page.
Oh, this one. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, now go back to the other side. No, Real Clear Politics again.
Right here.
Yes. So I mean, go back. No.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Now she was Michigan. It's a throw up.
Yeah.
4% only. Florida's also a throw up. Georgia's a throw up. Those look like Georgia looks like he's going to Trump, so that'd be a nice 16 votes for him.
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina is Virginia right now. Go back to the percentages. Tell me what we're at for Virginia.
Virginia is
with what we're looking at when it comes to numbers. Give me numbers with Virginia, because I know she was supposed to win that easily because her running mate is in fact the junior senator from there. But what are the numbers right now?
Okay, so Clinton has 43.3% of the vote there. Trump has 51.8% of the vote.
It's a little closer than before. Closer, he was at about 52.5%.
Mm-hmm.
How much of the voting has been in now? What's the percentages in parentheses?
We have Clinton at 46.1%, bringing her at 68 delegates.
No, I meant what's the percentages for Virginia?
Oh,
how much of the vote has been in?
Oh, okay. It is 51%.
So we're halfway through Virginia. If it keeps going the way, he could pull off 13 votes from Virginia, which would be definitely
an advantage.
Important. Definitely.
Yeah.
That was a state that it was, if you can go back to the map, it is a throw-up state, but definitely it's something that people expected to lean towards Clinton. No, on the other Real Politics page, the site there. Yes, the one with the projections. Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, was expected to go to it may have been a battleground state, but they expected to go to her. So we have to see there.
Yeah, no. So she has Vermont, which it was expected to go to her. Florida, though, let me refresh this. Let's see. Florida, they're gonna be counting those all night probably. Okay, Trump has 48.6% and Clinton has 48.4%. So he's still leading Florida. Excuse me.
By how much? But it's such a minuscule data as of right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking, 10,000 votes?
Yeah.
10,000 may sound like a lot of people, but 10,000 in Florida is nothing.
Yeah. And actually, there's breaking news that Marco Rubio will win re-election in Florida.
Okay, so he will, because I know that was a big talk that he was actually not going to win.
Yeah.
That he had struggling in his own state. I know actually there's some students here from Florida who were not big fans of Rubio. Personally, I was a Rubio fan. I liked Rubio from the beginning. He was kind of my presidential pick, my at least nominee pick. But I mean, I could survive with. I think he's just too young. That was my biggest thing. Is I like the guy. He's just as young, and we'll have to really, I think 10 years from now we may be seeing Rubio running again.
No, I mean, I think maybe if he spends a couple more years, not a couple, but a few more years in the Senate, gains experience from that, then he'll, and then, work himself up to, getting the nomination eventually, maybe in 2020, maybe 2024, who knows. But definitely, we can tell you that Georgia is going to Trump. Florida is still, it's dead heat there. Michigan, it looks like Clinton is leading in that state.
How much percentage is in?
Clinton has 51% and Trump has 43.8.
How much is in though? Like how many percentage of the actual ballots? 4%? No, go back. Go on that right there. Look down at the bottom of it.
How much? Oh yeah, 6% in.
So I mean, again, it's
Still early. Yeah.
But Michigan is one of those other. It was, that was a swing state, right?
It was. Mhm.
So Michigan winning, for Clinton would definitely help her get to her 270.
Yeah, and well, this is only 1% in, but in Pennsylvania, Clinton is leading 74.8%, and Trump has 23.8%.
All right, but I guess.
1%.
Well, how many votes? I'm looking right there. It looks like it's about what 1,200 votes to.
1,200 votes for Clinton and 385
Well,
for
so
Trump.
I mean, we're talking.
That's
Pennsylvania is a big state. Pennsylvania's got.
That's nothing. So we still got time for that. Virginia, on the other hand, Trump is winning by 51.2% and Clinton 43.9%, and it's 45% in.
So a little bit different on every. If you notice, every site. We saw that it was 51% on one of the other sites. This site, it's only at 45%. So.
So in Wisconsin, which is also a swing state, voting is still going on, as well as Utah. In North Carolina, Clinton is currently at 51.1% and Trump 46.5%.
That is closer, Matt. Before, remember, it was about a 6.5% difference, and now you said 51 point what?
51.1 and 46.5.
So we're talking now 4%, 4.8%, 4.76%.
Yeah.
That's definitely getting tighter. I know Carolina was probably going to go Democrat, but that's on the state.
It's 57% in. Let's see, what else do we got? We have Ohio, 31% in. Clinton has 51%, and Trump has 45.4%. So.
Also, another breaking news I just got from CNN. Tammy Duckworth will take the U.S. Senate seat in Illinois. It's the Democrats' first pickup, so I know people that was now they can say that they will, in fact, gain a seat in the Senate from the Republicans.
Now, look, I just refreshed it. Now, 66 electoral votes for Trump and 68 for Clinton. So, I mean, the numbers will constantly be changing all night. But, okay, let's see. What Florida... Yeah, it's still dead heat. Trump is at 48.9, Clinton at 48.1.
So it is starting to go,
and it's almost over. It's 91% in. So
91% in. He's at what?
48.9, and she's at 48.1. So it's really close.
48.9. So he just gained. He's up by 0.8%, which isn't much, but it was at one point tied at 48.5. So it is starting to go his way. Who knows? 29 votes is huge. They need it. Listen, he needs Florida.
Florida, yeah.
He needs to win Florida.
I just refreshed it again.
What state did he just gain that made him now get 66? What state on there is new? We'll scroll up. On the map. Sorry, people, that you can't see the map. Because is there a new state that went his way? Oh no.
Which one?
For Trump, because now it says he's at 66 on that page, right? If you go to the top, it says at 66.
Yeah.
So what went his way? Because before he was only at what, 40?
He has 50.4% of votes right now.
50.4. Okay.
And then Clinton has 46% of votes.
So we're talking 4% is going to the independents there.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a hefty number. We looked at last year from 2012 when Barack Obama beat Mitt Romney. We looked at the popular vote because I made a bold statement earlier to Matt that it would not surprise me if you don't have to pull it up. I already know the numbers.
Okay.
I would not surprise me if we saw Donald Trump win the popular vote and lose the election. Kind of like what happened with Al Gore and George Bush. And George Bush Jr., right? He was junior, not the third. He was George Bush Jr.
H.W. Bush.
H.W. There you go.
Yeah,
George H.W. Bush
yeah.
in 2000. And we're looking at the numbers even last year. 4 years ago, it was a very close vote.
Mhm.
Obama had won with 58.4 million votes total, and Mitt Romney came in with about 56.1 million votes. We're only talking about 2.3 million difference, which really isn't all that big
Mhm.
when you think about it. So, interesting enough. I think it's going to be very close this year. And like I said, that my bold statement of the night is that Hillary Clinton will win the presidency, but will lose the popular vote.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty accurate projection there. Let's see. Let me fresh.
If you go back, tell me what the numbers are between. I get he's got more the popular vote, but what are the actual numbers here? Hold on, pull that page up for a sec. I'm gonna read those off right now. Yeah. So right now, scroll down for me.
Sure.
He is sitting at 12.4 million votes, and she's at 11.2 million. So he's up by 1.2 million. Not a huge number up right now, but that is, like I was trying to point out, he is winning, and it is almost a 5-point swing now with percentages of the vote. So even though he only has 1.2 million more votes than her, it's 4.8% difference, which is a pretty large difference. And looking at, I think, did he just gain that, or is that state already been? Is that Indiana? That's Indiana.
Yes.
He already gained Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oklahoma. Yeah. Alabama. South Carolina. South Carolina went to him. That's new.
Oh.
That is new. South Carolina now did end up, in fact, going Trump. That is something new. We will throw out to you. That was not up before when we read that. So
Really?
that is 9 electoral votes that just went his way. That's probably how he got to 66. Because we knew about West Virginia already.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, technically, they clicked on West Virginia. We knew about Kentucky?
Yeah,
Yes, we knew about
that was
Tennessee though. Was that no, we knew about Tennessee and Mississippi and Alabama. Like we mentioned, big Florida. He's up by now 1%.
Mhm.
At 91%, he's up by 1% right now. It hasn't been updated in 3 minutes though, so let's update this page really quick and see if anything drastic has changed, people. Florida is very tight. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, we're talking. He's up by about 80,000 votes in Florida. It's crazy. 80,000 votes. I mean, look at. I guess I got Gary Johnson. He's at 2%. That's pretty decent. Give him credit there. Go over to Virginia. Yeah, Trump's up by over 100,000 votes now. Trump's up by 50.9% versus 44.2%. So Clinton is inching closer, coming back in Virginia slowly. I will give her that. She is inching. But Trump still holds about a 6.7% lead over her in Virginia. Granted, only 51% of that is in going North Carolina. Trump is inching closer to North Carolina. That used to be a 6-point difference, Matt, remember? And now we're talking, it's 50.4 against 47.1. We're looking at 90,000 votes difference. That's nothing. That's at 59% in. So they are getting close. Pennsylvania, granted, it's 1% in. It's 5,000 to 1,000 in votes. So it's 82% versus 16. That would not help Trump.
It's only
1%.
Oh, okay. So
Ohio. Okay, Ohio was a blowout before. Now Ohio's close. You see what I mean? How it's at 1%.
Right.
Ohio's at 32%, and Clinton's got 915,000. Trump's at 841,000. So we're talking about 70,000 difference in votes. And it's 50.2 versus 46.1. So I mean 4%.
See where Iowa is at.
Iowa. Where's Iowa? Iowa. Nothing.
No,
They have nothing yet in
okay.
Iowa. Iowa's only 6 votes though. It's different. Unlike in the for the Republican National Convention where you need Iowa. Iowa really isn't important when it comes. I mean, it's 6 votes. It's nothing. I mean, like Ohio is 18, Pennsylvania's 20. Like that's 38 right
those
there.
Those are major.
Oops, I clicked on that. I meant to look at Michigan really quick because we did have talk about how he could get Michigan because of the auto industry, and Michigan is we're talking 24,000 vote difference right now. Granted, they're only 8% in, but that listen, Trump's right now losing, but Trump could win that. That's a winnable state.
And it's only 8% in, so it's
exactly
still, so it's still early,
which is important to know. Note that I'm gonna use my little cellular device. You know, as much as we hate them, we can use them to also look up some other facts because I do have an interesting point I want to check out. Not
to interrupt, but
breaking news.
breaking news. Fox projects that Trump will win Alabama.
Which we knew that already. We mentioned Alabama.
Yeah, and also breaking news is that ABC News projects that the Republican Party will retain control of the House,
Okay.
which, I mean, was kind of expected, but...
No, it's expected, but until it's
It's
done,
tight, yeah.
until it's done, you want to make sure
Yeah.
that it occurs
it does
because.
go through, yeah.
But that's beneficial to the Republicans.
It is.
I know it really looks like we could end up having a split House this year, split Senate.
Yeah.
Democrats have gained at least one one state, which is important. One state. I guess it would be one state technically because they got one senator there. I guess the other senator from that state though isn't up because of Illinois. They already had one senator. I guess who was good. Maybe he was Democrat. Maybe he was a Republican. I'm not sure. But what are the numbers in Florida? Tell me. You just pulled it up again.
Yep, they just changed slightly. Trump now is 49% solid, and then Clinton is 47.9. So she didn't change.
No, she dropped 47.9. She was at 48 before, so she
that's-
dropped.
yeah.
So now he's up by 1.1%. So
Yeah.
it really is a tight race in Florida. What's the difference in the votes?
The difference in the votes is 4,272,371. That's for Trump, and for Clinton is 4,176,473.
So he's up by over 100,000 right now, which is
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
We're talking, people. We're gonna be live and for all of the. Listen, these big corporations got nothing on us. Matt and Dave, we may be using all these sites to get our facts, but we're giving it to you as quick as possible.
Right. We don't have many commercials on this, but we are going to take a little break. And
Yes.
when we come back, not long at all, about 2 minutes, and then when we come back, we'll have more of the counting of the votes. So it's
The counting down to the president of 2016.
Right.
Will the world end tomorrow? Who knows?
All
Stay
right.
tuned.
We'll be right back.